This is the customer's CRT2000H sets. The difference mainly is that it's got CTCSS and digital code squash fitted. He has programmed some of this himself, but we've put CTCSS on channel 31 and 32 and left his DCS on channel 33. We can't read DCS on our test set. So we're going to do 3 tests all back to back. This is going to be tested 3 ways. We're going to test it as a normal CB radio, in which case we're going to use channel 30. Yeah, 30. And we're going to have to put the squelch on that. And then we're going to test it on channel 31, which we put CTSSS on. Then we're going to test it again on channel 33, which we've got DCS on. We're going to see if there's any difference in performance, right? Scratchy corner, etc. So let's see whether Mr. Chippie's out there. Now that sounded like there wasn't enough volume. Tango 21, Mr. Chippie, do you copy?
Tango 21, receiving loud and clear.
Okay, roger. And of course, it times out. So as soon.
We're off and just coming up to the end of the line.
Roger on that. Hopefully an adequate volume. Now it's changing channel. Let's try it at 28. And this is what I don't like about these. They may work great or whatever, but they're a faff to work.
Right, we're now passing Ancaster service station.
Roger, got you at Ancaster service station.
Roger that.
Still not loud enough for me. I think you'd have to use these with an extension speaker. Mr. Chippie, so we've installed one. We've actually taken the test radio out, which we normally use, the Midland 78, because we've got to have a set with CTCSS to do this test.
Right, we're now passing through Ancaster Crossroads.
Roger, got you at Ancaster Crossroads. Now it's that fraction too loud. Yes, so it's between a pair of these. So they're exactly the same kind of set, exactly the same arrangement with the channels as this is in the car. So we don't normally do this, but because it was CTCSS test, we had to do this.
Right, we're now passing the top of the hill as we go down in towards Wilford.
Roger, got you at the top of the hill.
Roger. Tango 21 from Mr. Chippie. We're now going round Scratchy Corner, Wilford. Over.
Roger, that sounds fine. Going around Scratchy Corner at Wilsford, loud and clear. The radio is exactly 4 watts. Over.
Yes, sounds good. TX audio is also good.
And it's drawing an incredible 2.5 amps for 4 watts.
Alright, well, you'll need a bigger than standard power supply then.
We just won't service these. That's easy. Roger, got you going over Wilsford Level Crossing.
Roger that. Right, we're now passing the Kelby turn.
Roger, got you at the Kelby turn.
Roger that. Right, we're now passing the Greyleys turn.
Roger, got you at the Greyleys turn. Just in case you can hear things rattling, there's an awful wind got up today.
Tango 21 from Mr. Chippie. We're now going over close to level 50.
That's excellent, and that works very well indeed.
Roger that. Right, so I'll make way back and we'll do the CTCSS.
Roger, I'll pause the video. That's exactly what we'll do. Pause the video, pop it onto channel 31. And now we've got CT lit up on the display. So we'll pause the video and I'll await his return. We're not going to do them him coming back. We're going to do them, the 3 tests him going out, so they're equal, because although the air is in the middle of the roof of the car, there is a difference for some reason. When he comes in this direction, it works better. So that's how we're going to do it. Okay, so he's back at Tango Towers. We'll go out now on channel 31 with CTCSS. Tango 21, Mr. Chippie, copy.
Tango 21, receiving you loud and clear.
Excellent. So we've set the CTCSS for 118.8. We found...
Right, we've just come up to the end of the lane.
Roger got you at the end of the lane. So CTCSS, if I turn the squelch down, there'll be no hiss because it's looking for a subaudible tone. In this case, we've set them for 118.8 Hertz. And so it masks interference. Other people are still there. You've got the problem that you could be walking all over somebody's conversation. So it doesn't give you better range, it could give you worse range. That's why we're doing this test. Then the third test is going to be with digital code squelch, which we've never experienced.
We're now passing Ancaster service station.
Roger, and the decoder chopped the first half second off as you'd expect, over.
Right. You don't get much of a squelch tell though, that's good, it sounds alright.
Roger. So I'm going to key the mic, wait a second and then talk. J. That's all I got from you.
Right, well it's taking a bit longer than half a second then. Right, just going through Ancaster Crossroads.
Roger, got you going through Ancaster Crossroads.
Right, we're now going over the top of the hill as we go down in towards Wilsford.
Roger, got you going at the top of the hill. I'm looking forward to how this performs around Scratchy Corner.
Roger.
So now it's got CTCSS, we've got to allow the thing to lock. So it can be up to 1.5 seconds. That's why it was chopping the end of the beginning of his chat.
Tango 21 from Chippie. We're now going round Scratchy Corner, Wilsford. Over.
Roger, that's loud and clear going round Scratchy Corner at Wilsford. And I set these up for 0.37 like we would with a Tate. Over.
Yeah, roger that.
There we are, that worked absolutely seamlessly. Great.
Right, we're now going over Wilsford level crossing.
Roger, got you going over Wilsford level crossing.
Roger that. Right, we're now passing the Kelby turn. Over.
Roger, got you loud and clear at the Kelby turn. Over.
Yeah, roger that. It's coming back to me intact with no choppiness, so that works well.
Roger, it's very good. Over.
Right, we're now passing the Greyleaf turn. Over.
Roger, got you Greyleys loud and clear.
Yep, roger that. All received. Tango 21 from Chippie. We're now going over, Rossby level crossing.
Roger, got you going over Rosby level crossing. That's absolutely fine. So I'll see you back here. I think you're going to go shopping in between, aren't you? Over.
Yeah, that's a roger. I'll show you on channel 30 so you hear me. Over.
Roger, will do. Catch you later on. 10:10.
Roger that. Received.
So I'm going to set this now ready for the next test when he comes back, which will be on channel 33. So we've got 32 I've put CTCSS in, and 33 he's programmed digital tone squelch. So that will be the third test when he comes back.
Right. Tango 21 from Mr. Chippie testing, yeah?
Tango 21 loud and clear.
Roger that. I don't know if there's a delay with this system.
No, there's a squelch tail. We'll see how it goes.
Yep, roger that.
I've no experience and no training on this.
Come up to the end of the lane.
Roger got you at the end of the lane.
I didn't get anything then. If you said Roger, there was such a delay that all I got was a squelch tail.
Roger got you at the end of the lane.
Roger that.
I think it takes about 3.5 seconds on this, over.
Yeah, okay, so probably better with CTCSS then.
Roger on that.
Right, we're now passing Ancaster service station.
Yep, Roger. I think you need to count at least 2 seconds, if not 3. Got you at Ancaster service station. I can see you keying up and nothing coming through.
1, 2, 3, Roger.
That was instant this time. You can't... I wonder if it depends where it is in its scan cycle.
Oh, right, well that sounds fun, doesn't it? Right, we just coming through Ancaster Crossroads.
Roger got you going through Ancaster Crossroads.
Right, just going over the top of the hill. Just go down and towards Wilsford.
Roger got you at the top of the hill.
Tango 21 for Mr. Chippie. We're now going round Scratchy Corner, Wilsford. Over.
Roger got you going around Scratchy Corner, loud and clear. Over.
Roger that. Right, we're now going over Wilsford level crossing.
Roger got you going over Wilsford level crossing.
Roger that. Right, we're now passing the Kelby turn.
Roger got you at the Kelby turn. No, I think he said Roger and we got nothing. I saw the S meter move, but because it's taking about 3 seconds to lock, nothing.
Right, we're now passing the Grayleys turn. Over.
Roger got you at the Grayleys turn. You know, these need a monitor button so you know if somebody's on the channel. We have no idea if anybody's on the channel, over.
I suppose that's a good thing in one way, but you know, if there's a bit of lift on and it's causing interference, all it'll just mean is the big delivery sets are a bit deaf. So there you go, anyway. Chippie, we are now going over level crossing.
Roger got you going over Rawsby, etc. level crossing, other level crossings available. That concludes the test. That's the third and final test. And there we go. Come back to base.
That's
10-10. Okay, so I think the sets have worked great. So yeah, they're a faff. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't want one in the car because it's a faff. But that's me talking as an engineer. But as far as the radio goes, it works fine. It's doing the full watts after optimization, doing the deviation. Draws a hefty current over between 2.5 and 2.7 amps. I've never known anything like it. We put CTCSS on channel 31 at 118.8. We did the same on channel 32, overwriting the customer's DCS tone, and then the customer had DCS tone of 076-462N on channel 33, which is what we've just done. So the radio is pretty fast in its normal response, probably about half a second's going to transmit and instantly back to receive. Once we put CTSS, it was between half a second and 1.5 seconds to respond. And once we went into DCS, it was between 1.5 and 3 seconds to respond, and you have to take that into consideration. We used to put taxi firms off VHF AM high band schemes and onto tape 500s with CTCSS, and they were just missing the beginning of the conversation because this 1.5 seconds decode time. But this DCS, it makes it worse, and that's my first experience. And I now know that DCS, certainly on these radios, is slower than CTCSS. So we'll get those packaged off and back to the customer. In the meantime, I'll pop it down to 33. We'll just listen to see how it sounds on our Harrier CBHQ base station.
Tango 21 testing the customer's CRT2000H into our Harrier CBHQ base station. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is a new set that has its factory original mic. And thank you for watching. Hope that was informative with the CTCSS and the digital code squelch, because I've never tried DCS before.